Okay, we're live now. So I'm so excited. Thank you for coming on my podcast. Welcome to the Beauty of Boxing. I'm here with Anthony Herrera. How are you?
I'm good. Very good.
And tell us where you're from. You're an
Um,
amateur.
um, yeah, yes. I'm an amateur boxer on the United States Olympic team. I'm the flyweight representative, and I'm from East LA. And I've been traveling. I just competed in Spain last week, and now I'm with the team in Paris, France. We start competing next Wednesday, so we're getting ready for that.
How often do you fight over there?
Well, the last tournament that I was supposed that I competed in last week in Spain. It was supposed to be I would have competed 3 days, but I lost the first day. It was a controversial split
Yeah,
decision,
I saw.
and
Yeah,
for whoever wants to watch it, I could I could send you the
yeah,
link. You can send it, share
yeah.
it with
I'll
everyone. But
tag it on the video too.
what'd you think of that?
Yeah, I saw it too.
Oh,
I
you
thought.
saw it. You saw it. Yeah, yeah. But I would have fought about 3 days. That was
So
the court. Yeah, the 3 days.
so if you do like win, you fight every 2 days.
It depends on who is on your bracket, like how many people you have on your bracket.
Hmm.
There was more than eight for sure, so I probably would have fought. Well, I fought the first day. I would have advanced. Well, I would have advanced to the semifinals, so I would have fought. Yeah, I would have fought 3 days. So it just really all depends. The tournament was 5 days long, so if there was more people in my bracket, more fighters in my weight division, then I would have fought possibly up to 5 days. So it really all depends.
Does it bother you like when you since you're in the air, like you have to fly to Spain and then you have to fight? Does it bother you like jet lag and all that? Like I can't.
Yeah, it does. That's what happened this last time. We only had 2 days to adjust to the time difference. I We had our training camp in Colorado Springs for the first. It was 2 weeks with the rest of the team, and we left on a Sunday. The fight started a Tuesday on I think it was October 6th or 7th, and we only had 2 days to adjust, and it was a 9 hour difference from Colorado. So we went to somewhere by Valencia in Spain, and the jet lag kicked in right away. But we tried to stay up. We As soon as we got there, we went straight into training. We did some technical sparring, and but it did take a toll on us. So we did feel it, and it took about I want to say 5 days to actually adjust to that time.
Yeah,
But we were feeling it. It was hard to sleep at night. So that's the thing.
yeah,
That
that's I can only
yeah.
imagine. Do you guys like do you know ahead of time where you're going so that you could like train for that like what is it like altitude and stuff? Or you guys
Yeah, we do.
going?
But this camp we did have a lot of changes.
Oh no, it's stuck. Right.
The schedule changed a lot. So oh, someone was calling me right now. My bad. But yeah, back in August, we were told that we were gonna go to I think it was London. Then they switched from London to Germany. And then when we went to camp in the beginning of September, we were supposed to go to Germany, right? In like mid October, we were supposed to fight in Germany, and about 2 weeks before it got changed to Spain because of the whole COVID thing. So we ended up fighting in Spain. We had less time to make the weight to know what we were getting ourselves into, but we went in there in Spain. We ended up competing. So it was Spain, then France right after, and we come back November 1st
Wow.
or
So
Halloween on my birthday actually. So next Saturday, yeah,
Halloween,
yeah, Halloween.
you'll be back
It'll
just in
be
time for the fights, or you'll be back the next day.
Nah, but just in time for the fight. So I get back home. I fly into LAX at 6:45 in the evening.
Oh, you'll make it in perfect time, huh?
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of
That's
fights I want to watch.
I know. There's so many fights this weekend. Um, the Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. Who do you got?
I got Tank. That one. I got Tank Davis.
I know. I love Leo. You know, I I love Leo, but I'm so worried that he's gonna get hurt by Tank because he's so big.
Right. I mean, he's just a smaller guy. Yeah, I just feel like
No,
Tank's power will take over.
I know. He was who does Tank train with? Well, besides Mayweather, obviously. I wonder who he spars with. But I'm sure he has to spar with bigger guys because he's Leo's small. I don't even know who Leo was sparring with at that weight at his weight, like at his gym either. Like
Yeah,
that's crazy that their weight classes are different, and it's gonna be a good fight. And then there's fights in the UK also. And then on Halloween there's so many fights. There's the Usyk
yeah.
Chisora fight. What did you say?
He's sick, and then they have a monster fight, and the monster's fighting Maloney. I
Yes,
want to
yeah.
watch that one. That's
Oh my,
one of the fights I want to watch. So
favorite. Yeah. Anyways, one of my favorite fighters. I love Asian fighters and Japanese fighters. And anyways, my favorite. He's like the top gold. So I'm excited for the weekend.
yeah, he's my
When
favorite. He's my favorite fighter right now.
one of mine too. One of my very favorites. Everybody talks about him all the time. So I love anyway. I was excited for him coming and I know he's gonna win. It's gonna be a good fight. I'm not I mean that Australian guy he fought good on the last he was on remember the last top rank card he was on? The Maloney brothers.
I don't remember. I don't really remember.
His
I
brother
seen his brother when he fought Franco, but
yeah. And
I
then
didn't get a chance to watch Jason fight.
his brother's much more skilled than him, but I don't know. He's a good fighter. He's got some power.
Yeah,
But I know Inoue is gonna
he's
he's
gonna
this
fight.
he's so good.
Yeah, no, not like anyway though, right?
It's gonna be exciting. So how did you get into boxing? Because you're still young, I'm sure it's only been a couple of years, but
Hmm.
how did you get into boxing?
Well, growing up, I always did sports. So when I was about four, I did. My mom, she actually got me into t-ball, so I did that for 4 years, and I didn't really like it. I was always distracted on the field. I was always chasing butterflies. I wasn't really paying attention to the game. So that really wasn't for me. Then she put me in swimming, and I actually liked swimming, but it was more of a summer thing. It was only available during the summer.
Yeah.
So I did taekwondo. Taekwondo didn't really go anywhere.
Mhm.
Then my dad, I was about nine. I was about eight. I was eight at the time. My dad, he was doing some jujitsu classes in Santa Fe Springs, and I asked him what he was doing because I was curious. Yeah, he had a gi on. It looked like a karate gi. So I thought he was doing karate or something, but he was actually doing jujitsu. And I asked him, I was like, hey, can I join one of those classes? I want to try something like that. I wanted to do karate because I thought it was karate. So he told me, you know what, they have kickboxing classes there. I could sign you up for these kickboxing classes. So I was like, okay, cool. So I couldn't wait to get those kickboxing classes. I was like ready. I was pumped to go
At
to
eight
those
years
classes.
old?
So when I got there, yeah, I was 8 years old. I was pumped. I remember when I was sparring with all the other little kids, I was just beat on them, beat them up. It was like I just had a lot of energy. So, and I remember asking my one of the coaches at the time, like I wanted to learn more. I wanted to keep progressing. Like at the end of the class, it was probably like an hour long. So I just told him to work with me. So little by little, he started working with me, and then I had my first kickboxing fight at that was around 9. I had it in East LA at a gym. It's not there anymore, but it was Valdez Muay Thai in East LA. So I had my first fight there. I remember dropping the kid like 6 times with like knees. It was a fight with knees, so we had knees in there. There was no elbows though, but I just dominated that fight. So once I got my first win, I wanted to keep going. And I had my second fight. I actually lost my second fight. I fought a kid with a lot more experience, but I ended up learning from that. So from there, took a little time off maybe. Then maybe got back into it when I was around 11, 12. Then a good friend of mine, he was a boxing coach. Well, he did kickboxing himself, so he started working with me on my kickboxing, and he got me into boxing little by little. So then from there, that's kind of like when it took off. I was around 12, had my first boxing fight at 13, and I won by knockout. So from there, it took off. I was 13 at the time. I'm 19 now. I'm about to be 20 next weekend. So it was a long journey, and now I'm on the Olympic team.
Yeah, that's so exciting. I can't believe like I've been watching you for a while. I've been following your career. So
I can't really hear. Can't really hear you.
oh, it's okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? It went out a little bit. Can you hear me now? Let me see. I'll turn mine off and fix it. Hello? No? Can't hear me? I I heard your plug. I think it's your, yeah, maybe it died. I can hear you. Can't hear me? No. Oh, okay. I can hear you. I can barely hear you. Can you hear me? Or no? Nothing? I can hear you
Yeah,
now.
I can't get audio out of this.
At all? You can hear me at all? No? Can you hear me? Or no? It's okay. I'll end it. Let me see if I can close it. Hold on.